I try to imagine being a kid going home and learning that your father's is not going to be there or is gone.
Right now on KGW Plus, people in Woodburn say that they are facing renewed fear and uncertainty after multiple sources tell us at least 30 people were detained by federal agents yesterday. Plus,
I find those actions disgusting. To take advantage of somebody who's laying on the floor dying.
Caught on camera, there's surveillance video of a suspect pretending to help a worker having a heart attack, only to use the chaos as a distraction to rob the store. Then,
I wish people in power understood that we are much closer to poverty than a lot of folks outside of D.C.
Federal workers feeling the pain as the government shutdown stretches on. What President Donald Trump have to say, and later.
We're bracing for lines that are really going to strain our ability.
Local organizations preparing to fill the gap if millions of people nationwide lose their SNAP benefits. How legal action could provide a last-minute lifeline. 8 o'clock hour sunrise starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us live at 8 o'clock. I'm China Green. It is Halloween, so everybody's off. So it's just me and Rod.
It's lonely, but nice to be with you, China. All right, today's all about the rain for the most part coming in later today and this evening for Portland. You can see the cloudiness streaming in, and radar, this is the main rain band still out to sea, but there's a touch of light rain out ahead of that and maybe some traceable amounts of rain, according to radar, falling up over Astoria in the mouth of the Columbia River. Our Salem sky camera, fog-free, very nice, 43. Temperature in Portland out at the airport is 51 because we still have east winds coming out of the gorge. Clouds are coming in. They'll get thicker and thicker during the morning hours, but there's no rain chance in the Rose City until later today. So all dry, overcast at noon, 55. Some nice dry time this afternoon as well. And then the rain for the trick-or-treat hours could be here as early as 5 p.m. And again, the question is it just going to be light rain? Do we get lucky, or does the rain get heavier and heavier as the trick-or-treat hours progress? That's probably the most likely scenario, China. More coming up in my complete forecast.
Thank you, Rod. Hey, we are following breaking news right now out of Washington County. Crews have responded to a 2-alarm fire at the Beaverton Apartments on Southwest Erickson Avenue. This is a live look at the scene right now. Still very active. You could see the remnants of the water that has been sprayed on this area there on the floor. A call for the fire went out just after 6:30 this morning. Fire officials told us that the fire started in a ground floor apartment, then grew to include a second floor apartment. Now we have video of crews responding to that fire earlier this morning, provided by Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue. 4 people are being taken to the hospital, 1 with serious injuries. 2 of the victims had to be rescued off the second floor balcony. Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue saying on X that the fire is now under control. Your time now is 8:03. New video recorded in Woodburn yesterday morning appears to show several people, witnesses say, being taken into custody by federal agents. As we understand, more than 24 people in total were detained over the course of the day. Catherine Cook brings us more from Woodburn.
Piccoon, Oregon's farm worker union, tells us federal agents detained at least 30 people here in Woodburn and more in Washington County. Right now, community members are working to support families whose loved ones are in custody. Cell phone video shows federal agents detaining people in Woodburn early Thursday morning. Multiple sources tell KGW agents detained at least 30 people and possibly more.
We are a broken community tonight.
Woodburn High School teacher Max Sanchez says educators district-wide tried their best to support students Thursday. 5th grade teacher Tony Salm learned the father of one of his students was detained.
I try to imagine being a kid going home and learning that your father's is not going to be there or is gone.
This is home for us.
For Molly Moreno,
and it's heartbreaking.
She's not just scared for students.
It's been a very hard day.
She and others in the community have installed security cameras on their homes and won't open the door for anyone except family members.
Gosh, I'm just hoping that most of our families can stay together, and I'm praying for those parents that are trying to get out there and do their jobs to be able to feed their families and pay their rent.
For now, it's just a time to be supportive of them and to help people be ready.
Former Mayor Eric Swenson says for months, many in this community had feared this day would come.
It's a tragedy, right? It's a tragedy throughout our country that it's happening in the first place, based on a travesty of an immigration policy that's now coming to us.
In Woodburn, Catherine Cook, KGW News.
The trial over the deployment of the National Guard troops to Portland is expected to wrap up today. So day 2 of the trial yesterday included testimony from the Deputy Regional Director of the Federal Protective Service, the agency that protects the South Portland ICE facility, that is. He testified saying that Portland police aren't providing the necessary help because of sanctuary laws, adding that agents are exhausted. Police have previously said that they won't engage in actions that are seen to help with immigration enforcement, like clearing the facility's driveway, but they will enforce laws and make arrests as necessary. Stick with KGW for the latest on immigration enforcement in our area and the legal battle over National Guard deployment in Portland. You can find up-to-date information on air and anytime on KGW.com and on our TV streaming app, KGW+. The mother convicted of shooting and killing one of her children and severely injuring her 2 others back in 1983 is now up for parole. Earlier this week, Diane Downs appeared before an Oregon parole board, asking to be released from prison after 40 years. Downs maintains her innocence, claiming that a stranger she pulled over to help on the road near Springfield, Oregon, is the person who shot her children. But author and former reporter Ann Jagger, who has covered Downs' story over the years, says that she doesn't think that the parole request will be successful and that she can't see Downs ever confessing.
I don't think she's ever going to admit it. I think her pride is really caught up in it. I think she's a very prideful person. And no, I don't believe she will.
The parole board will have 30 days to determine whether Diane Downs will go free. All right, listen to this. Portland police are looking for a suspect who was caught on camera robbing a liquor store while a store employee was having a medical emergency. This happened last weekend at Bins and Barrels Liquor in southeast Portland. At first, the man in black jacket and red hoodie right there was spotted checking on the worker who was on the ground. Later, security video shows that same person in the back room where the store manager says he stole over $700.
I find those actions disgusting. To take advantage of somebody who's laying on the floor dying for your own personal greed, what you put out there will come back at you.
The workers who suffered a heart attack is in the ICU and still unconscious. Anyone who has information on the suspect is asked to call Portland police. Starting today, nearly 700,000 Northwest Natural customers will see their rates go up more than 5%. The utility says that increase will fund upgrades, distribution improvements, and a meter modernization program. This comes as new Oregon state law limits rate hikes to every 3 years. It bans increases from November through March and requires utilities to explain household charges. All across the area, people are getting ready for Halloween tonight. Thomas Schultz joins us from Clackamas County. So, Thomas, what are you getting into?
Well, China, look, for years, Drew Carney has been sneaking up on KGW workers, wreaking havoc on their Halloween and waking people up at the crack of dawn when they should be sleeping. Take a look.
What has happened?
Hey, look at who it is there. It's Rod Hill. Geez, you're working how many, 90 days in a row? Hey, there's a wolf. The guy's got a wolf at his house.
Look how nice he's been.
Hey, now that he's no longer in front of the door, what do you say we walk right through? No, I'm not.
So, China, look. I am sneaking up on Drew Carney this year. I'm donned as a Philly fanatic. I think I'm ready. Water. Okay, maybe get some Johns and go hit a ball game coming up. I've got to root on the Phils. I can't believe they're in the series. Get some Wawa cheese sticks. All right, I'm feeling ready, guys. Come on, let's go. We're going to sneak up on Drew Carney. He's, once again, been doing this stuff for years. It's time he got a taste of his own medicine. Here we go.
This is going to go either really good or really bad.
All right, we know his car's here. We're not sure if he's awake or not, but you got to remember, Rod Hill, coming off 28 days, not working back then. Yes. All of a sudden, he's at his house. We've seen it with Kyle Aboshi, Matt Zaffino, some of the greats. We'll see if he answers the door here. Hopefully he's awake. I'm sure when he's not working. He's an avid tuner in to the Sunrise Show.
Pound harder.
Let's try it one more time.
Yeah, pound harder. Pound harder. Yeah, really hard. Go for it. Come on.
How's that, Rod? You think that's hard enough?
I don't know. Try kicking the door down.
Try one more time. One more time here.
Oh my God. You guys are out of your mind.
Eric
He's gotta
Patterson,
answer.
trusty, going on the window. We're trying the front door. I don't know if there's a peephole on that door. The dog here. So it's Blaze. That's Blaze in there.
Yeah.
Blaze?
This is dirty pool if he doesn't answer because he did this to me.
Unbelievable.
What a wood.
One more time. We'll give it one more crack at it.
One more crack at it.
Let's try the door handle.
Yeah, we're sure
Locked.
this is his place, right? Is it locked? Okay. Come on.
We are according to one of our executive producers, this is Drew Carney's address.
This is illegal.
All right, now stay there.
Guys,
I
don't know. We're gonna wait out here.
Yes.
Come back to us. We'll be here.
Yeah, you keep trying. We will come back, right, Director? Who's in the booth? Brian Matthews? We got to go back to that. Brian says, yeah, we'll come back.
You guys
If
are out
that
of your
dirty
mind.
rat does not answer that door after he spent a decade, including waking me up, and that was true, 28 straight days I had literally worked. And then Drew woke me up that morning. All right, let's talk Halloween weather. Rain band moving in later today. This is trick or treat time. I think it will be raining steadily. The only question is, will we get lucky and it's light rain, or will the rain pick up and get heavier as the trick or treat hours progress? I think any wind is like 5 to 15 tonight. It will be noticeably windy to breezy tomorrow, as steady rain is still going to be coming down when you wake up in the morning. If you look off to the east, you can see some pretty colors this morning. The clouds are increasing, coming in from the Pacific. 51 out at the airport, 46 in downtown. Still some east winds keeping some temps up, but down in Wilsonville it's calm and 41 degrees, and there's Salem at 43. All right, here we go. Temperatures in the 50s on the west side. The clouds coming in this afternoon. Rain expected to pick up at least north coast and then start to spread down to the south. Late afternoon into the evening, the rain hits the Willamette Valley. Here's our 7-day forecast, so prepare for rain this evening. Tomorrow, it's a windy, rainy morning. The storm moves out tomorrow afternoon. Everything quiets down. Sunday looks to be mainly dry, and then we got rain coming in Monday afternoon. That is your update. Are you telling me Carney still hasn't answered his door? That dirty scoundrel rat.
Those are choice words, Rodney Hill.
Dirty scoundrel rat.
It is 8 o'clock in the morning. There might be kids watching. Are we doing it?
I'll risk it.
What are we doing?
Come on, Thomas. Come on.
I guess we're going to continue to try to get.
Yeah, let's stay with this.
Oh, wait, is he doing it again? Wait.
Is there something going on?
He's going to kill you.
I'm surprised that our parent company doesn't actually have keys to all of our apartments and condos. I guess they don't.
You know, I don't know what the protocol
All
is
right,
around these parts. He's a dirty dog.
We're gonna check back on this a little bit later. All right, still to come on Sunrise. Prepare to set your clocks back this weekend. What you need to know about daylight saving time ending on Sunday after the break.
The urgency is increasing 1 month into the government shutdown, with low-income SNAP food benefits set to expire tomorrow. I'm Alice Barr in Washington with the latest in President Trump's new threat to have Republicans do away with the filibuster.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
It's certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. alert days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news, live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Day 31 of the government shutdown, and neither chamber of Congress is in session. So that means that the shutdown will last into next week as federal funds for programs that feed low-income families are on track to run out tomorrow. NBC's Alice Barr has the details from Washington, D.C.
President Trump overnight throwing a major curveball into the shutdown showdown, calling on Republicans to go for the nuclear option, to get rid of the filibuster and get rid of it now. Doing that would let GOP members pass a short-term funding bill to reopen the government with a simple 50-vote majority instead of the 60 needed now. The Senate's top Republican has publicly opposed changing the filibuster, instead urging more Democrats to cross over and back the bill.
We have a few already. We need 5 Democrats with a backbone.
Democratic leadership holding firm on restoring health care provisions.
The American people understand that there's a Republican health care crisis.
That amid a deepening food insecurity crisis. The emergency response organization World Central Kitchen now in D.C. helping feed federal workers who are missing paychecks.
I wish people in power understood that we are much closer to poverty than a lot of folks outside of D.C. Perhaps don't understand or don't know.
And now SNAP food assistance is set to expire on Saturday, ripping a lifeline away from low-income Americans. Democrats pushing for a standalone bill using contingency funds to extend those benefits.
No president has ever stopped these funds from flowing in a shutdown.
Republicans rejecting blame, accusing Democrats of a political bid.
To insulate themselves from the consequences of their own actions.
Now, as the consequences grow, one Republican senator proposing a constitutional amendment to stop lawmakers' pay while the shutdown drags on.
Many states are trying to use state funds to bridge the gap on food assistance. California deployed its National Guard to help food banks, and 25 states filed a lawsuit that would force the federal government to use emergency funds to keep SNAP running. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
It is that time of year again. Daylight saving time is ending this weekend. On Sunday at 2 a.m., the clocks will fall back an hour. Last year, lawmakers in Oregon introduced a bill that would into the Senate that would keep the state on permanent standard time if Washington and California did the same. The bill was narrowly approved by the Senate, but ultimately failed to become law. In Washington, a bill was introduced last year that aimed to keep Pacific Standard Time year-round, but that failed as well. So come Sunday, it will only be 6 more months until my clock is correct again.
True story. Some years back, I think it was in spring when we go forward 1 hour. You know, I'm here on the news telling everybody to do that, and I was filling in on a Sunday morning, and I forgot to change my clock. So I'm like, you know,
what are you, new?
Late to work. I know. Don't forget to change your clock. I know a lot of them anymore do it automatically, but you know, I still wake up to my old clock alarm radio that I've got to manually set. Don't forget to do it. Here's a look at our clouds coming in and the rain with them. More on the rain in a second. This shows you what the winds will be doing for trick-or-treat time. East to southeast winds to about 15 in the valley, so that's no big deal. And south winds, noticeable breeze, 15 to 25 miles per hour in the at the coast. Now, tomorrow morning, when the front comes in, heavy rain's going to be coming down, and there will be at least a period of some blustery winds. This shows tomorrow morning at 10:30 in the morning. South winds 20 to 30 racing up the valley, and south gust to 40, maybe 45 in spots. This shows Astoria 44, Newport at 45 miles per hour. It's a pretty good shot of rain coming in. The driest weather model shows Portland getting at least 65 100ths. Most models are 3/4 to maybe shy of an inch. This one's really wet. It shows over an inch of Portland and over an inch of rain coming down in Tillamook as well. Again, though, it will be raining, I think, this evening between 6 and 9 for the trick-or-treat time. The question is, Will we get lucky and in Portland it's kind of steady, light rain, or will the rain get heavier and heavier as the evening progresses? That's probably the most likely scenario, that the rain gets heavier and heavier. Here is 6 o'clock, the main rain band just starting to move in. I think there'll be some light rain out ahead of it. And then here we are, this is what, at 9 p.m. And the dark green is moderate, yellow to moderate rain. So yeah, prepare for a wet evening. Here is the earlier Saturday morning heavy rain. There is the afternoon finally getting out of here. And Sunday looks to be mainly dry. So we're at 58 today with the rain late afternoon into the evening, and then the heavy rain at times overnight into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, the period of gusty winds. Sunday looks mainly dry as everything really quiets down in a hurry. And then the next system brings some rain in Monday afternoon. It is Halloween Friday, and we will be back on Sunrise in just a moment.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yes.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW Plus.
So it's been a year for everybody else. It's 365 days of reliving it for us.
That mom is talking about what happened a year ago at the Vancouver Mall on Halloween night when a man opened fire in a food court filled with trick-or-treaters, killing one person and injuring her boyfriend and ex-husband. Nearly a year later, she's still feeling the impact. KGW's Devin Haskins shares her story.
The last year for Michaela Martin has not been easy.
By far, I think for me, one of the personal hardest years of my life.
A year of grief, pain, and processing about what happened at the Vancouver Mall on Halloween night in 2024.
It was supposed to be a happy day. It was supposed to be an enjoyable experience.
Hundreds of kids roamed the mall that night trick-or-treating. When around 7:30, someone started shooting near the food court. Michaela was inside with her two kids, her boyfriend and ex-husband.
I just knew that I had to get to my family and get to my kids and make sure that everybody was okay. And then when I got there, it was like realizing that the worst case scenario was what was happening.
Everyone scrambled. Nearly 100 people called 911, including Michaela.
Shots fired. There are multiple people with gunshot wounds. We need medics immediately.
Yo, we gotta go.
Police raced over.
Food court. Second floor, second floor.
One officer worked with mall security to help track down the shooter.
On standby for suspect description. He's the shooter because he's holding the gun.
As medics and police raced into the mall that night, Michaela was still there.
Single gunshot wound to the left, lower abdomen.
That's her kneeling down next to her boyfriend Brandon, who had been shot in his side. Across the mall's cafeteria, her ex-husband Daniel had also been shot in the foot. Both survived.
It was shocking. I didn't really know what to do or how to handle it because like two parts of my life were on two different sides of the cafeteria and I couldn't be in two places at once.
2 days later, Vancouver police arrested Travis Ward at his home. He's accused of walking into the mall wearing a Joker mask and shooting and killing James Jahar Perez and injuring two others. Police questioned Ward about the shooting, which he has denied doing.
I said, I don't got nothing to say.
No, who is he to you?
I don't know that dude.
It has been almost a year since that day.
Tough. It's been really tough.
Martin says she was recently diagnosed with PTSD, panic disorder, depression, and anxiety. A year after the shooting, the pain, the grief, the processing of what happened are something she faces every day.
Just when we thought we were out of the woods, it's a year later, is now it's still impacting us a year down the line.
The Vancouver Mall will hold a trick-or-treating event again this year. They said anyone over 10 will not be allowed to wear a mask and that more security will be on site. As for Travis Ward, his trial is set for next March. Planche House in Portland's Old Town is preparing to serve a lot more meals as hundreds of thousands of Oregonians are set to lose their SNAP benefits tomorrow. We have the story details on other local spots offering support to SNAP recipients coming up in our next half hour.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yes.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
It's certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
Good morning, I'm China Green. Starting today, nearly 700,000 Northwest Natural customers will see their rates go up more than 5%. The utility says that increase will fund upgrades, distribution improvements, and a meter modernization program. And this comes as new Oregon state law limits rate hikes to every 3 years, bans increases from November through March, and requires utilities to explain household charges. Headed over to Rod Hill now for a look at weather.
Good morning. We are seeing clouds increasing from the west and radar showing a touch of rain even up around Astoria and potentially into Longview. But confidence is high that Portland, Vancouver, and Salem will stay dry during the morning hours. That looks like some drops of moisture even on the camera lens from Lincoln City, our Snook Winds Casino Resort camera. Looking off to the east from Vancouver, we do have some breaks in the cloud cover. But again, the clouds are coming in from the west and thickening up. We'll be overcast and dry at noon, 55. Then later today, into the evening, rain is expected. So I would expect steady rain for the trick-or-treat hours. Today's high 58. The storm moves out tomorrow afternoon, and Sunday looks to be mainly dry.
Good morning. It is 8:30 and we're starting off with a little Halloween fun at the Prague Zoo, where the hippos and tortoises got their own pumpkin party on. The animals were treated to a pumpkin fest, munching, stomping, and rolling around with the gourds. Halloween isn't a big tradition in the Czech Republic, so no carved jack-o'-lanterns They're just some very happy zoo residents.
That's a big mouth. Ow.
What is
the hippopotamus there? Ow. That's the hippo's mouth taking on the pumpkin. Ow.
Okay.
You've never seen this live, right? That's what happens.
Yeah.
Ow.
Okay. No more.
Okay. Here's a look at our satellite radar. I'm the same when I eat a piece of pie, if you don't know. We have clouds coming in. We have some light rain being picked up on radar up around Astoria, potentially up into Cowlitz County. The main rain band is back in here. I think Portland stays dry well into at least mid-afternoon today. So we're all dry this morning. Clouds are coming and thickening. Still beautiful fall colors in front of the state capitol. 43 is the number there. Portland has a bit of an east wind still coming out of the gorge, keeping some areas quite a bit warmer. In fact, 51 out of PDX. There's that east-southeast wind at 17 with the cloudy skies. But we are all dry, and we'll be dry at noon today, 55. And then later this afternoon into early evening, rain arrives. I think right now you assume that it's going to be a steady rain for the trick-or-treat hours, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hours. The question is, will we get lucky and it's kind of light rain, or will the rain get heavier as the evening carries forward? And that's probably the likely scenario. All right, here's the map this afternoon at 4 o'clock. Clouds spreading out east, still kind of partly sunny-ish. Baker City, 51. It will be raining up and down the coast later this afternoon and probably up in Kelso Longview. And it's somewhere in here that Portland will start to pick up maybe the first light raindrops of the day as well. So our 7-day forecast. Absolutely overnight tonight, heavy rain, winds start to pick up, kind of blustery winds with heavy rain tomorrow morning. Then in the afternoon, that storm moves out, and right now Sunday looks to be pretty quiet and mainly dry with a high 58. Hey, a reminder that we do have my winter outlook now posted and available for you in its long format on all of our KGW platforms, including right here on KGW Plus, our YouTube channel. KGW.com also has a text version with the graphics so you can read if you prefer that, and we hope you'll check it out. My winter outlook, one of the big confidence points this year is that we have a likelihood of seeing an all-out snow event this year, which we didn't really have last year. Again, that's in my winter outlook.
Thank you, Ron. Portland police are warning everyone on the roads to be vigilant after 3 people died in crashes with cars earlier this week. Those crashes involved 2 pedestrians and a cyclist. All 3 happened in northeast Portland Wednesday night within 2 hours. The first happened around 6 o'clock when a cyclist was hit and killed on northeast Gleason and 112. The first responders tried to save the cyclist, but they did not make it. 2 hours later, a pedestrian was hit by a car near their Gateway Transit Center. Officers say the woman was pronounced dead at the scene. And around 7 Wednesday night, a man died after being hit by a car while crossing northeast 122nd Avenue and Gleason in his wheelchair. He was taken to the hospital but later died. In each case, the drivers involved stayed on the scene. None of the names of the people killed have been released.
3 crashes in one night is a lot, especially in such close proximity to each other and within such a short time frame.
Still, this year there have been fewer deaths on Portland streets than last year. As of October 14th, 26 people had died on Portland roads in 2025. That's down from 57 for all of last year. And data from the Portland Bureau of Transportation shows that fatal crashes in the city have fallen over the past 5 years. But fall season still brings dangers to people on the road.
This time of year, with the weather changing and the loss of more light during our day, we do tend to see an uptick in crashes. And that would be due to the poor lighting conditions. There can be weather factors such as rain. We're getting more leaves on the ground, and so the roadways are slicker.
We'll have more on how to stay safe as you go out trick-or-treating tonight, coming up in the 7 o'clock hour. Investigators are looking for 2 Beaverton men in their 60s who have been missing for more than a month. Eddie Hare and Scott Smith were last seen on September 21st in a 2005 red Jeep Wrangler, possibly with a dog. Loved ones say that they were planning to go on a camping trip, but didn't take any gear.
We've been in the apartment, both apartments, and they didn't take things necessary to go camping or even really to go rock hunting. So we don't think that they went either place.
Police say that there's been no bank or cell phone activity since September 23rd. As far as they can tell, the 2 haven't left the country. If you see either of them, the Jeep or the dog, call Beaverton Police. The newest leader of Portland Fire Rescue says the disruption to services caused by the government shutdown is putting extra pressure on first responders. KGW's Tim Gordon sat down for an exclusive interview with Fire Chief Lauren Johnson on Straight Talk. During their conversation, they discussed if the shutdown had any impact on the department. She pointed to concerns about people losing access to medical care or benefits like SNAP and how those can add strain to emergency response.
We're concerned about how that's going to impact our community and ultimately, may see a change in the demand for emergency services, and that would have an impact on public safety and Portland Fire.
She also says Portland Fire hasn't heard back after submitting an application for a federal grant, saying that money would go towards buying new medical equipment, but she says it will be approved soon. Well, developing this morning, we are awaiting a ruling from a federal judge in Boston after more than 24 states, including Oregon and Washington, sued the Trump administration over its plan to suspend SNAP benefits for millions of Americans as soon as tomorrow. The judge appears to lean towards ordering the government to use emergency money to keep SNAP running, telling attorneys that if the government can't afford the program, that there's a legal process to follow, not a blanket suspension of benefits. More than 40 million Americans rely on SNAP, including 750,000 Oregonians. So that means Blanchet House in Portland's Old Town is preparing to feed a lot more people. Inside the kitchen, volunteers serve homeless people and low-income families 3 meals a day, 6 days a week. They're now on track to serve 36,000 meals this month. That's about 6,000 more than last October, and they're getting ready for a surge in demand.
We're bracing for lines that are really going to strain our ability to make sure everybody gets a plate.
People are having trouble. People are in need, and I've got free time, so why not be here,
Blanchet House is continuing to accept both donations and help from volunteers. Meantime, Clackamas County has set aside $100,000 for emergency needs, and Marion County is considering the same. Gresham is also partnering with local organizations to come with $10,000 to support those who need it. This comes after Oregon governor declared a 60-day food emergency, directing $5 million to the state's food bank network. And we do have a growing list of all the local businesses that have stepped up to donate, fundraise, and give out free meals for those who may be losing their benefits. To see the full list, just text the word SNAP to that number there on your screen, and you can also text us the names of the businesses that we should add to it. With plenty of kids getting ready to trick or treat tonight, we want to give you some safety tips. KGW's Thomas Schultz has the details and advice from local law enforcement.
The biggest thing to look out for is people driving under the influence. Of course, Halloween parties are a big part of Halloween. Portland Police and the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office are making plans to ensure they can keep communities safe tonight. Portland Police say they will have some extra traffic division officers work their shifts this evening, boosting patrol to look for dangerous or impaired drivers. Multnomah County won't increase staffing, though there will be extra patrol through residential neighborhoods. A spokesperson for the Sheriff's Office says the hope is more patrols will help families and trick-or-treaters feel safe tonight. PBOT is also urging people to be vigilant, especially with it being dark during trick-or-treating hours. PBOT says it's a good idea for kids to have reflective costumes to make it easier for drivers to see them. We're also expecting that it'll be raining over the trick-or-treating hours tonight, so just another reason to make sure you're in reflective clothing or reflective costumes so drivers can see you. Thomas Schultz, KGW News.
Hey, I'm Blair Best, and tonight at 6:30 on The Story, I'm sitting down with Oregon Senator Ron Wyden, and we're talking about everything from the government shutdown to SNAP benefits, even the recent controversy surrounding the Trailblazers. Catch my interview tonight live at 6:30 on KGW, or anytime on our TV app, KGW+. Have a great morning, and I'll see you tonight.
Hey, you know our team tests tons of products. We get rid of the rejects, only bring you the best. And this one, pay attention. This is super important today. This is the product right here. It's Halt. It's a firefighting spray foam. Did you know there are 358,000 house fires in the U.S. every year? 50% of them in the kitchen. And this is prime time. We're getting into the holiday season. Chance of fire goes way up. So we're about to start a fire in here to show you how this product works. Because think about it. If there were a fire in your house right now, do you know where your fire extinguisher is? Be honest, I bet you don't. And by the way, even when you find it, it's huge, it's bulky. Have you ever used it? You gotta pull the pin when seconds matter. So this thing, look how much smaller it is, right? This is like a can of Pam. Keep it right in the kitchen. I'm gonna start a fire here and show you how it works. Okay, so there we go, it's going. All you do is you pop this little cap off here and you spray it, and boom, look at that. Gets the fire right. This works on grease fires. They say it works on any kind of fire. Some fire departments are even using this in their tanker trucks now. Safe for kids, safe for pets, non-toxic. Also, by the way, they have a fire blanket. It's great for grills, even protecting yourself. They have a passport protector, a document protector. Today, you can get up to 37% off. We got you that discount because this is so important. Just scan the QR code on your screen or go to shoptvdeals.com.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yeah.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW Plus.
Some Halloween stories for you right now, 8:43 on your Friday. President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump were handing out candy to trick-or-treaters during this year's White House Halloween event, specifically full-size Hershey chocolate bars and Twizzlers, as they should. And if you're wanting something to do in our area tonight, why not check out the 80s and 90s Video Dance Attack Halloween Party at Revolution Hall. It'll feature the best music videos from the 80s and 90s, and the most popular music videos and music from MTV's 120 Minutes era and more. It starts at 8 o'clock tonight, and tickets are just under $40, but it is 21 and over. And if you want to go forward a decade or two, you can swing by the Snap Y2K Witches Ball at Holocene in Southeast Portland. The dance party starts at 9 o'clock tonight. There'll also be a room full of classic Nintendo games and costume contest for a cash prize. This is also a 21 and over event. For tickets and more information, check out holocene.org. But then this one's weird. Forget trick-or-treating because some new people and little kids are doing candy or potato, whatever this means. All right, NBC's Emily Ikeda looks into why kids are opting for the starchy spuds instead of sugar.
Every Halloween, kids in costume fill their baskets with a smorgasbord of sweets. But there's a new star of the spooky season.
Pick whatever you want. You can grab two.
That is kids saying trick or tater.
Did you just get a potato?
Yeah. Videos of homeowners handing out potatoes on Halloween have been sprouting up on social media in recent years, leaving some puzzled, but surprisingly, most ecstatic.
You want more potatoes? Who wants more potatoes? Candy or a potato?
Pat Foy has become known as Potato Man in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
I say to everybody, candy or potato, and they say things like potato all day. The little toddlers, they look at it like stunned.
And former longtime NBC News correspondent Kevin Tibbles has been handing out the starchy spuds for more than 2 decades.
It started out as a joke. If you want to come back and get second helpings of candy, you're going to get threatened with a potato. The next thing I know, everybody wants a potato.
What have you learned from passing out potatoes?
Everyone's got a good sense of humor, even me, and I'm the crabbiest guy on the block. But when I whip out a potato, everybody's got a smile on their face.
Happy Halloween.
As more trick-or-treaters are poised to strike Yukon gold. Emily Ikeda, NBC News.
Your time now is 8:46. We're headed over to Rod Hill on the weather deck, where he's going to let you know what the trick-or-treaters can expect today.
But first, a question.
Yeah.
America wants to know.
Oh.
China Green, have you ever picked up a potato and just eaten it like an apple? You know.
Yes.
You have?
I actually, anytime I chop a potato for anything, I always eat like a third of it raw. I've done it since I was a kid. My husband thinks I'm psycho, but I love it.
I do the same.
Oh, okay.
I feel like this is the closest connection we've ever had together.
We're here.
We both eat a potato. Okay. I am up here on Rick's on the KGW weather deck, brought to you by Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking. From up here, I really can't see any breaks in the clouds. It's cloudy all over the place. No wind moving, so really it's a nice, comfortable morning to step outside. And let's start right there. The temperatures that you're stepping outside into, it's 51 out along the Columbia. We do have an east wind that's still 10 to 20 miles per hour coming out of the gorge in that area, but calm winds and overcast down Salem 43. And there may be a touch of some light rain up around Astoria and also into the Kelso-Longview area at this hour. Here it is on satellite. You can see the clouds coming in. The main rain band will come in later today, but the cloud shield's already moving in. I just want to show you for trick-or-treat time. This is this evening, not really much wind. South winds generally to about 15 or no more than 20 at the coast, and then winds generally 5 to 15 from the east and the south for the valley, but it will be raining during the trick-or-treat times. I do want to point out that tomorrow morning, here's 10:30, still raining out there, some heavy rain bands and whipping winds. South winds at the beach, 40 to 45 mile per hour gusts and some 30 mile per hour wind gusts in the valley. Again, that's tomorrow morning. So how much rain comes in? It starts off later today into the evening. We get heavy shots of rain overnight tonight. It's raining pretty much all of Saturday morning. This particular model likes Salem, Portland, Kelso, and all of the coast to get over an inch of rain. I will tell you the driest weather models, the driest ones, still show Portland getting no less than about 65 100ths or 7/10 of an inch of rain. So pretty good soak coming. Here is that rain band hitting Astoria this afternoon. Here it is right about 6 p.m. moving into Portland. Now I do believe there will be areas of light rain out ahead of this rain band that's not showing up here. So the question is, how long do we get with light rain during the evening before the rain picks up and it's really coming down at a pretty good clip? Definitely dress for rain if you're going to be out trick-or-treating tonight with the kids. All right, heavy bits of rain overnight, a really wet Saturday morning with those gusty winds. Here it is Saturday afternoon. The storm is moving off, and then scattered showers for the most part expected to end by the time you wake up Sunday morning. So Sunday mainly dry, partly cloudy, 58. That's a nice day. And then a dry Monday morning, at least to start. Rain coming in later in the day, and really next week much of the days look to be wet. On Halloween, it is birthday time. All right, we started our party on this Halloween with Brooke, who is 29 years old today. Happy birthday to you. And Sativa also celebrating a birthday today, the big 3-0. Hope you have a great time today, celebrating 30. And I mentioned earlier in the show, my father turns 90 years old today. He's back in Missouri with my mom, who's 91. Very blessed to have both my parents still going. Birthdays at KGW.com, and we'll celebrate with you from the weather deck. Let's go back inside.
And we wanted to remind you that the KGW Great Toy Drive starts next week. So that means this week is your last chance to sign up as a collection site. If you're a local business or organization, maybe you're hosting a holiday event or a work party. All of you can help. Just go to kgw.com/toy to sign up. And when you do, we'll send you the official Great Toy Drive collection kit.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
In our top stories this morning, investigators are looking for two Beaverton men in their 60s who have been missing for more than a month. Eddie Hare and Scott Smith were last seen on September 21st in a 2005 red Jeep Wrangler, possibly with a dog. Loved ones say that they were planning to go on a camping trip, but they didn't take any gear. Police say that there's been no bank or cell phone activity since September 23rd. If you see either of them, the Jeep or the dog, call Beaverton Police. Starting today, nearly 700,000 Northwest Natural customers will see their rates go up more than 5%. The utility says that increase will fund upgrades, distribution improvements, and meter modernization program. This comes as new Oregon state law limits rate hikes to every 3 years. Bans increases from November through March and requires utilities to explain household charges. And Portland police will have extra traffic officers working to look out for dangerous or impaired drivers this Halloween. There will also be extra patrols through residential neighborhoods in Multnomah County to help families and trick-or-treaters feel safe tonight. PBOT is also recommending kids wear reflective costumes so they can easily be seen by drivers.
And we believe it will be raining tonight, so extra need to slow down through those neighborhoods with the kids out and about this evening, especially between about 6 and 9. A dry day until late afternoon going into the evening, and then the rain picks up and then it's really wet through Saturday early afternoon. After that, it breaks into showers, and Sunday looks to be mainly dry. I hope you'll take a moment this weekend. It's now posted on all of our KGW platforms. My winter outlook, including here on Plus. There's a written version on our website, kgw.com, or the main extended version is about 14 minutes or so. And we've had success over the year. This is, I'm going to say this like the Old Farmer's Almanac. This is like the Old Farmer's Almanac. It is the old, longest running winter outlook in Portland.
It's legendary, really. Before we go, we're going to take a look back at some of our favorite moments from this week.
Talking Halloween here.
Oh, did we both want to do that at the same time?
I had another thing. I had something else planned.
I'm not going to trick or treat this year, obviously, but I'll have candy laid out for kids.
Well, hold on. Did you trick or treat last year? You make it sound like this is a new revelation.
I may have. I may have. Corey, I'm a big kid. I'm my mother's kid. That's okay, right?
For the record, I am judging. You know what hit me there? You got these people. They are preparing their bodies rigorously for an athletic competition.
Where
like
is
none
this
other.
going?
I'm not doing anything. I'm not preparing my body for anything. It's pretty much dormant all the time.
I'm letting mine go. Let it go. What's that song from Frozen? Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
It actually looks like something, I don't know, for some reason this reminded me of the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I don't know why. Like,
Because he was on top of a hill.
yeah, looking down at the Whoville. Are you doing an impersonation of a Whoville resident?
Yeah.
You have to get out of your chair, walk up to the camera, and really give him a close-up because I don't.
Oh,
Oh,
doing it?
Ryan's
Okay,
trying.
okay.
Well, what's
Okay,
the
Matt,
what's
we'll
the
give her
little
3
girl's name?
seconds.
Cindy Lou, is that right?
Cindy Lou.
Cindy Lou,
3,
yeah.
2, 1. You had it, and then you broke into laughter. But
there it is.
Whoville. Who from Whoville? Why am I still on air right now? A reminder, you can watch this so many times, anytime you want on Sunrise every day here exclusively on KGW Plus.
We recommend less than 3 times.
Yeah, okay. Have a fantastic Halloween and a good weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.